Your A-level results don't define you. This day that you've been working up to, how society tells us you have to go through getting good grades in high school and middle school, and then you go into either A-levels or BTEC, or you do an apprenticeship. But regardless of what you get at the end of that journey, it doesn't define where you're going to be in 5, 10, 15 years. So many of us are so scared of how society are going to judge us, how our mum is going to look at us, how dad's going to look at us, our siblings, our cousins. But what people fail to recommend is that there are alternative paths. There are so many people that maybe don't get into university at 18, but maybe at 22, 25, 30 years old, maybe even 50, they're thinking, okay, now I have the life experience, now I'm ready to dedicate 3 years to get that piece of paper. But what I want you all to really think about is that piece of paper doesn't define you. That piece of paper doesn't say how smart you are. That piece of paper doesn't say how good of a person you are. That piece of paper doesn't say how driven you are. That piece of paper shows how well you were able to do well in a test. The majority of the time, unless you were doing a coursework based subject. But most of the time it shows how well you can do a test. And exams can't show where you're going to be in 5, 10, 15 years. And I wish 3 years ago, when I got my A-level results, someone told me that, hey, you can take a year out. Hey, you can go and travel, start your own business, or even just become an apprentice for someone who is already in your industry and gain practical knowledge. Because as someone who has a degree and has gone through it, and I have a 2-1, and that's fantastic, and my family are really happy, that even that piece of paper, having a degree, doesn't define me. My goals, my ambitions, and my dreams, that's what defines me as a person. And a lot of us are scared. A lot of us are scared of how the world is going to see us, how the world is going to see our vision, how the world is going to see our dreams. But what I want you, the person at the other end of this camera, to acknowledge is you can do it. With a degree or without a degree. Now don't get me wrong, if you want to become a lawyer, you want to become a doctor, you want to become an accountant to some degree dependent, yeah, maybe you might need a degree. But to be a graphic designer, to be a dancer, to, work in real estate, you don't always need to have a degree, and you don't always need to go the traditional route that other people have. There are so many success stories of people who even dropped out of university or not gone. And you see 5, 10 years later where they've ended up. What really matters and what really should define you is what your goals are, what your dreams are, where you want to be in a few years. And regardless of maybe initially you're young, you don't know what you want to do, try to find that. Try to find where you would love to be, where you would love to work, the country you would love to be in, and reverse engineer that. So if you want to be 12 months time, you want to be living in LA, or you want to be living in Amsterdam, figure out the steps you need to do to get there. Whether that be, maybe you need to get a visa, maybe you need to get a job in LA, maybe you need to save up X amount of money. Figure out what that thing is and work from there. So many people are so scared to chase their dreams. Maybe you don't even want to go to university. That's completely fine. What you do need to do though is have a goal and have an ambition. And a lot of people won't understand your goal or your ambition, but that's fine, because as long as you understand why, and you have a core group of people who understand your mission and why you're doing what you do, you'll win. I hope you enjoyed this. Please, if you feel like this video has helped you and it will help someone else, please like it, please share it, comment, and tag someone who you think this is going to help. Thank you all. Take care. Bye.